EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Let's bring it. 57. Mike, 57. We ain't giving up nothing today. Jump up, Nelson. Hey! Motion, motion, motion. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills.
180. 57 to Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Real, real, real. 57 to Mike.
Mayfield now on second down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt.
Mayfield's pass.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Wilson with
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
On third down, it's Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They run it with Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurry! 50 seconds. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Screen! Watch the screen!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
I got it! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete to Rashard Higgins. No gain on the play. 2nd and
from the gun, Mayfield.
48-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Browns nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have a... And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Dorsett. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run with Penny. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Carson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 27, Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Tyler Lockett, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
For the Seahawks field goal of 40 yards.
And Myers able to knock it through.
Is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now Natson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he completes it to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Mayfield. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Is good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I'm going to show you, man.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 40 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Extra point.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Yeah, that's right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sione Takitaki able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time.
For the Seahawks. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's checking.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Hunt, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 on the play.
Now Mayfield.
Down and goal to go.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing it up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for Olsen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. This is Carson, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Today's final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.